governor because I need to feed my ego. Been there, done that. I'm running for governor because I fundamentally understand that if we don't have a governor that's committed to restoring public pre-K through 12 education in this state, we're lost. I'm running for governor because I know that if we don't do something about our infrastructure problem right now, we'll be living the same way we lived 100 years ago. I'm running for governor because I recognize that we have got to change our tax policy and make sure that the people who make the most money pay their fair share. I'm running for governor because if we don't have a water and environmental policy that protects our most important resources in this state, we're lost.
I gotta move, please. We have 7 minutes left.
I have one more thing.
Sit down, lady. Sit down.
Next section, please.
Hi, my name is Angie Thomas, candidate for
Wayne
County Commission for District 2. I've been talking to people in this community. One of the issues that our older adults are having is paying for medication versus getting food. What's your 3-point plan to help our older adults?
Sherry Tyler, you're next.
You know, I am a big proponent of Medicare for all. You know,
No,
countries.
I said food and medication. What do you mean by transportation?
So, you know, the countries that are less fortunate than our great nation are able to take care of healthcare needs of their citizens. So there is no reason why the United States cannot cover more people. Now what we hear from Washington DC is Republicans are trying to throw off more people off healthcare coverage. And we need to be more inclusive and we need to expand Medicare. To begin with, I want to start including children under 18 to be covered by Medicare, regardless of where they come from.
What about our older adults?
In
My
terms of
specific
older-
question is older adults.
Yes.
We talked about children.
Older adults over 65 should be covered under Medicare.
So what's your plan? What's your 3-point plan?
I want to make sure that Medicare is funded.
How?
And what we have done recently is Republicans have given this big tax break to the rich.
You're not answering my question.
Yes, I am.
You're not.
Just hold on. Just hold on. The time is up. Let me do this. Let me have the other candidates have 10 seconds to respond to this. Abdul.
So the big problem right now that a lot of seniors have is that while Medicare covers prescriptions, it doesn't cover all of them. And so if we had a single payer program, what we could do is potentially negotiate for the cost of those drugs and bring them down as a state. So that's number one. Number two, mass transportation. We don't have it in the city, and too many of our senior adults can't rely on a car to get around. And then the third issue is housing. We have seniors on fixed incomes who are being assessed at 50% the rate of the cost of the value of their home in terms of taxes, and that's not fair. 36% of Detroiters lose their homes because of tax overassessment. And so it's about bringing that down and keeping seniors in their home, empowering them to get around the city, and then having access to the drugs that they need at a rate that's fair.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go to the next one. Go ahead. Is your mic on?
That's all.
Speak a little bit louder. Speak a little bit louder for the mic.
My question is, how are you going to bridge the literacy gap between third graders, so that, especially in underprivileged communities, so that they don't get sick in prison?
Yes. Amy is focused on literacy. I don't know how many of you could hear her. She's focused on literacy and the schoolhouse to the jailhouse pipeline. That's right. You've got to choke off. Now, I want to start by saying we're getting close to the end. I'm going to stick around. If you want to talk to me afterward, I will be here for a while. But to your point exactly, what we know is that we have a succession of governors who've taken money out of the Detroit public schools. School districts that need it the most, that have the highest concentration of poverty, need the most intensive wraparound resources. So we choke off that pipeline. That means reading coaches for kids as young as kindergarten through the 3rd grade. Up until 3rd grade, you learn to read. After that, you read to learn. And right now, 30% of African American boys are not graduating from school because we're missing them at the earliest point in their education. That's why I think it's crucial that we make a real investment in the children in high poverty areas, including the Detroit Public Schools, so everyone's got reading coaches, social workers, nurses. We have secretaries managing diabetes drugs in school districts. We need professionals on the front line helping our kids, and that's what Love